Well, thank you very much to you guys as well, of course, for casting all those games. And now we are joined by xPeke and Niels from Origen after joining the LCS. And you guys have the trophy there as well, shiny and nice. I'd like to direct my first question to you, xPeke, because leaving Fnatic, the team that you'd been with for so long, you had the idea in your head, you wanted to make this team, you wanted to qualify for the LCS, you did it. Are you slowly feeling the pressure going off your shoulders after doing it?
Well, it was really nervous all the time, but I was really not nervous at all because I know these players were super good. And most of us had experience. Niels was the only one with no experience. Mithy had plenty of experience on tilting, so I was not worried about him. I thought he already managed to go through. But every time we were playing, Niels was actually being really confident, really aggressive, not really scared. And when something went wrong, he didn't care. He just tried again until he learned. So I was not scared at all about not performing on LAN. I was actually confident that it would be something that I thought it would benefit us to play on LAN more than online. So I never felt really nervous. I always thought about it, what if, but I was always confident.
What about for you, Niels? I mean, you joined a team where 4 of the guys have gone to Worlds, and you are this 17-year-old kid just getting into the professional scene. How was it for you then joining the team?
I mean, those guys are like veterans, so they gave me a lot of experience, and I didn't really need to help. I mean, can help to perform on pressure, but they are like father figures for me, kind of. They help me with like everything. They teach me the game, you know. I only knew solo queue, but they teach me like the strategy part of the game. So
on that note, what is the biggest thing you've picked up from playing with all these guys?
I mean, like I'm new to this entire pro gaming thing, living in a house with 5 guys, but they're really good at helping me with everything, even life, you know, like cooking or whatever. But yeah.
Mithy's good at cooking.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like paella?
good food. Is he the main chef in the house, or who's making the food?
Well, it's like everyone. Mithy cooked like 3 times or 4 times only.
Ah, lazy.
So I actually cook often.
Pasta.
Always pasta. But
Yeah, really good pasta.
Well, it's also very healthy for them gains, so it's fine. So this series obviously was super convincing for you guys, but then we saw at the beginning, or actually at the semifinals, that you guys dropped the game versus Reason. You struggled versus Reason a couple of times as well. And it almost seems like what we talked about, the things that you guys, xPeke, so as amazing, should know from the LCS. Sometimes you don't really get to show it. You go for Barons that you shouldn't. What do you attribute that to? Is that because you're not in the LCS, so you can't practice all those things?
no, those games I think we were blinded by it. We were not thinking about the whole picture. We were too scared. After one mistake happened, we were too scared to give up the Baron because we could have gotten many Drakes, like the 5 Drakes for free. But instead we were like, no. If we got Drake, they can get Baron. So we were just trying to fight for Baron all the time and giving them 3 Drakes. And at some point, I think we got 2 Barons that game, but it didn't matter because their late game was better. So they ended up getting 3 or 4 Drakes and 40 minutes. Tristana super strong, Ari, Sejuani, everything we couldn't push anymore at some point.
So did you feel like you guys were underperforming against Reason Gaming compared to like here? Because it was super straightforward. Every single game were in your favor. So Reason Gaming, was that underperforming? And this was like your standard level, or how do you see it?
I think against Reason Gaming, we just choked really hard. And it's the first time we didn't know what to do. Usually we always have a clear plan and we know what to do when to do it. But they were playing not to lose with a late game scaling comp. And we were like, well, what do we do, you know? we couldn't just end the game like we usually do. So we were like, go Baron, and go Baron, and go Baron. And then suddenly we were losing. Because we had Corki against 2 tanks and we couldn't end the game anymore. We had Annie against double tanks and everyone was useless. So yeah. And the entire series was just
shaky.
Something to forget. That's also what we heard from Amazing after the series of games. But you did make it into the LCS, means that you'll have games versus much tougher opponents in the feature beforehand. Member from CWA said, well, I think Origen is top 4 LCS. I'd like to know, after watching the LCS first split, where do you guys see yourself or where you could go, Peke?
Number 1? No. I don't know. It's hard to tell because people play a lot differently in the streams than on the stage. I already know that from the other seasons it always happen. So I think we will be middle table or something if we play like we play normally. It obviously depends. Maybe when we go on LCS we play better as well. So it's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure we wouldn't be like on the bottom if we play like we're doing right now.
Okay. And I assume the plan is you move to Berlin with the gaming house. You don't stay in Tenerife and fly in.
Yeah, that as well. We want to move here to have the gaming house closer and leave all the traveling away.
Yeah. What about you, Niels? Are you going to be the Danish Forgiven?
Yeah.
Or what's the plan? Oh, okay.
He's gonna be another Dane?
Another Dane, of course. Are you surprised?
I mean, actually, it all comes together now, of course.
So many Danish players. How do you see yourself compared to like the LCS AD carries and bottom lanes? Because you and Mythy obviously been doing so well in Challenger. We've seen Mythy in the LCS before being one of the best supports.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, would you just go in and expect to be one of the best bottom lanes from the start?
I actually went to this team with the main reasoning was that Mythy was here. I had other offers too during the off-season, and I ultimately thought this was the best place for me to go because Mythy was really good, I felt like. So, yeah, I think we're at least top 3, at least.
I think that's fair.
There we go. I love that you're saying that. Well, we will see, of course. We also have an MVP to award in this Challenger Series final. We're only 3 games out of the best of 5, but someone absolutely stood out, and we have him here with us. Our MVP is Niels for this series. Congratulations. You did fantastically, and well, as you see there, your stats, it just felt like you showed different play styles across the series. You don't like the picture, but it must be rewarding for you to your first big test on the big stage. Boom, MVP. Is it rewarding?
I think I played pretty good in game 1 and 2, but game 3 I was useless. But
yeah, what happened in lane? Because you guys ended up dying 2v2.
Yeah, suddenly I'm just dead. I don't know. I was like, I'm playing Urgot, so I'm Donk, and I can't die. But then suddenly I'm one shot. And I was like, yeah.
Basically, Urgot is useless.
What?
That's what we're learning. He's not. He's fantastic.
Totally not. All right. While Origin, has secured an LCS spot with their win today, the Copenhagen Rules Academy, they still have a shot at going pro in the summer promotion tournament while they join Reason Gaming and taking on either Roccat or Giants when we get back from Madrid. That is, you guys just played a Copenhagen Rules Academy. Do you feel like this was kind of an anomaly, the fact that they really didn't do good in this series? Do they have a chance to beat either Giants or Roccat?
For me, it's hard to tell. If they play like they played here, I wouldn't bet on it because I think the pressure maybe got them too much. And Giants and Roccat, even if they don't perform too good, they will still beat them because I think they can handle it way better. But it depends. Maybe they learn from this, prepare a lot, and you never know. But the way they play here, I don't think so.
What about Reason Gaming? Do you think they have a chance?
No.
Well, that's it.
All right, that's it then. Now, even though Origen have claimed their LCS seat here in Europe, there's still a spot up for grabs over in North America. The NA Challenger Series finals will take place tonight between Enemy Esports and TDK. So tune in that it's a best of 5, and you won't want to miss taking place on the LCS stage over in Los Angeles, California. The action kicks off bright and early at 3 a.m. Central European Time. That is 6 p.m. Pacific. You guys might still be up at 3 a.m. Is there a big party planned?
Yeah. We don't know where yet, but there will be one.
Is he even invited, your MVP?
Yeah, of course he is. He just doesn't know it. If not, he won't come. He has to come.
All right.
We're gonna have a surprise party for him.
All right. Well. Anyway, of course, we'll be right back here this Saturday for the European League Championship Series semifinals between the second seed Fnatic and H2K Gaming. Yeah, the fish show, not a lot of rest for us, but great because of a great matchup. H2K versus Fnatic Saturday. I know you're so much looking forward.
I really like Fnatic's new mid laner a lot more than the old one.
Me too.
He was getting pretty annoying. But yeah, that matchup itself, it's most likely between the two best teams. I guess, okay, we put in SK as well. So we got the top 3 teams.
Sheepy leaves
SK,
1
Fnatic.
second.
We gotta put H2K above Unicorns of Love. As it is right now, that matchup is gonna be absolutely insane. February versus Rio is gonna be awesome to watch. I think we're in for 5 fantastic games.
Yep, I totally agree, and that all takes place this Saturday at 5 p.m. Central European Time. That is 8 a.m. Pacific. Now, until then, that is it for us here in Berlin. I'd like to thank Sheepy for lending his expert insight here on the desk today. And on behalf of myself, the Fee Show, and the entire Challenger Series team, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you back here next Saturday.